Okay, welcome back. We're on verbs. We're going to try this again, see if we can get a little better video this time. I'm struggling trying to figure out how to make this thing work, but we'll try to make it as useful as possible. The questions for today were on verbs. It looks to me like we got more of those right than we got right on the nouns, so maybe we're just getting used to things, or maybe this is an easier topic. Let's look at each of these answers and responses and see how to get the right answer. If we look at our first question was, choose the correct word or words to complete the sentence. After the next lap, I blank 100 meters. What we have to look at with a question like this is our cues. And right here we have this after the next lap. So this means that we're talking about something that will happen. So we're talking about something that's going to happen in the future, but we're also talking about something that is already happening, right? You're already swimming. So since we are already swimming and we're talking about something that's going to happen in the future, we don't need a plain old past tense verb. We couldn't say, after the next lap, I swam 100 meters, because that would be talking about something that happened way in the past. Nor could we say, after the next lap, I have swum 100 meters, for the same reason. It's just not going to put it in this future context. So now we're left with am swimming or will have swum. Now technically, either of these can work, but they mean totally different things. After the next lap, I am swimming 100 meters would suggest that you haven't been swimming at all yet, that you're going to start swimming all over again, right? And that's not the intent here. That might be true if, say, you were running first and then you were going to swim, but that's not the intent. So then we have this one. I will have swum. And notice how we have the word will, that's a future tense word, and we have swum, that's a past tense verb, right? And so we're covering both of those. After the next lap, I will have swum 100 meters. The next question, if I can get to it from here, I guess I can't. The next question, number 2, asks us to find the one that contains an error. So we're looking for an error. That means that 3 of these are right. Did he catch that fly ball? Correct, right? Clear enough on that one. He wore his new jeans today. Correct, because the past tense of wear is wore. You know what word doesn't actually exist? Weared. Do you know you hear people say it? Does not exist, not a word. How about this one? Have the children drunk their milk? Sounds wrong? It's right. Look at this. Drink, drinking, drank, have, drunk. Okay, have drunk. This is correct, which leaves us with the very last one. They took a trip to LaGrange, Georgia. The past tense of the word took is just took. They took a trip to LaGrange, Georgia. This was your correct answer. Number 3 is going to ask us to look for the one that is written correctly, which means that 3 of these are wrong. Let's figure out which 3. I brung my camera to take your picture. Sounds right? The word doesn't exist. It's one that in the South we say brung. It's called a colloquialism, but it's not a proper word. I am just as guilty as anyone else of occasionally saying that one, but in this case, we want to stay with proper English, which would be brought and have brought. So this should be brought my camera. How about this one? Is the ice cream still froze or is it melting? Another colloquialism. Freeze, freezing, froze, but has or is frozen, right? So look, this should be frozen. All right, is the ice cream still frozen or is it melting? All right, he knows the answer but didn't raise his hand. We know that the past tense of the verb know is knew, K-N-E-W. There is no such word as knowed. So we better hope this last one is right. The dog chased the children as it ran through the park. Ding, ding, ding. That one is right. We are good to go. That final one. Question 4. Choose the sentence in which the uppercase word or words are written correctly. When you take the graduation exam, it won't be uppercase, it will be underlined. But Edmodo won't let me underline, so I used uppercase. After they ate lunch, Tim and Max will walk to the park. Remember our whole conversation about after clauses, about how they're telling us something was in the past? We can't have them walking in the future when they ate in the past. Look at this past tense here. Got no match. After they ate lunch, Tim and Max walked to the park. When Mary had completed the assignment, she submitted her portfolio. Looky there. We've got a match. This one is correct. Let's look at some more and see. Because the stadium was very hot, fans are leaving the game early. Past tense, present tense. Change it to left. Because the stadium was very hot, many fans left the game early. If Angelica would have studied more, she would have made better grades. Sounds fine, right? Except that's called the conditional tense. And when you have a conditional tense, you can only have one would have. So what we want is, if Angelica had studied more, she would have made better grades. That would be correct. As it stands, B is our correct one. So our final question on verbs, number 5. Again, we've got one of these uppercase words. Neither Brenda nor Larry like popcorn. Okay, when you have a nor or an or, and you probably remember this from the past, what you're going to do is you're going to erase everything before it and start right here with Larry. Would you say, Larry like popcorn? No. You would say, Larry likes popcorn. So this is our answer. It's incorrect. But let's look at the others just to prove it. Some of the children eat pizza for lunch. Okay, this one has an interrupting prepositional phrase. When you have an interrupter like this, mark it out. Then we have some eat pizza for lunch. Correct. How about this one? Both Derek and Katie run in the morning. Well, look, this isn't an or, this is an and. With an and, think of it as if it means they. They run in the morning. That's correct. Oh, we got an or. So erase this part. Either my cat or my dogs. Let's look at it as, my dogs stole the chicken off the table. It is correct, which just verifies our choice of the letter A, and we have rocked our way through verbs. Tomorrow, another topic. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'll see you tomorrow and we'll figure it out.